Hi everyone, Godfather Prepper. Last week we had a snowstorm here that took the power out to about 6,000 people. A lot of them were 18 hours or more. And my neighbors being one of them, they had little babies and they were kind of stumbling around with candles. And I thought, man, I got to be able to throw something together they can use. And this is what I came up with. It's simple, it's cheap, it is absolutely rechargeable and usable hundreds and hundreds of times. And man, it just turned out to be a really neat one, so I ended up making some more for my kids to have. So let me show you how to make this thing. Now what this thing is simply a 5 amp hour battery, and you can use a 7, you can use a 10, doesn't matter. You can use any type battery you want. I just happen to have a ton of these things. And this is a T10. It's a 5 LED bulb. They're available on Amazon, and they're available, well, they probably are available on Amazon, but they're available on eBay for under $1, free shipping from China or Hong Kong, and you can buy them here in the States. And I buy 20 of them at a time, and they're about $9 delivered from here in the States for 20 of them. So it's just an unbelievable deal. And what this is, it has 5 little white LEDs on it. As you can see here, now that's polarity protected, there you go. And you have a very nice bright light. You can read by this, you can put 1 or 2 in a room and get around without stubbing your toe. And the cool thing is, at the end of the day, when you're done, you simply get yourself another bulb like one of these. There's only 2 ways to put it in, and I'll get it wrong every time the first time. And what that is, that's just a red instrument light. It's a 194 or 193 replacement. And that'll just throw enough light in the house so you don't stub your toe and you can see where you're going. So let me show you how to build this thing. Now the first thing you do is take some sandpaper and scuff the top of the battery. Then you do the same to the bottom of this. This is an instrument light holder. It's a screw-in instrument light holder. They have them, General Motors uses them, as do other brands. You can buy them at auto parts stores. You can buy them at, let me make sure you get a good close-up of that. If you go to an auto parts, if you go to a junkyard, you should be able to buy several of them for under $1. Put a dab of super glue on it. See, I got that super glue there. I set it right there. And then I use a kicker. I have a video on super glue and its importance to preppers. It's done. It's locked on. It's sealed, ready to go. Okay, now after you've glued the holder, you take your 2 wires. And you can use clips and crimps if you want, but there's really no need, because by popping the bulb out, it does the same thing. And I actually didn't have electricity when I built these. So what I did was used a blowtorch to heat my soldering gun. Now I'm going to recommend that you tin these. You just take the solder and just put a little dab of solder on the end of this thing. And then also take a dab and touch it to the end of your wires. And then all you need to do is hold that there, and you're soldered. Do the other one. You're done. There you have it. It's ready to go. You can use any number of bulbs. Like I said, these are available on eBay. They are a 193 or a 194 instrument panel replacement. The smaller the chip, the longer it'll run. This one here will run for hours and hours and hours. Some of these little ones will run for days. When you're done, you just take a battery charger, and I want to show you how to do it. You can actually make this a solar charger. Let me show you how to do that. Now I always have a few panels on standby. I've got a 520, I've got 100, 120, and I just keep them around for projects like this. Anyways, this panel, if you were to hook up a set of little alligator clips to it, put it in the sun, clip those red to positive, black to negative, and just set this out in the sun like that. This thing would charge. Don't short out the connections. Like that. Anyways, this thing would charge in the daytime and you'd have light all night again. So appreciate you watching. I got a lot of really neat projects coming up. Until then, take care, be prepared, and God bless.